Now, I bet a lot of people these days, if they could pick one person to talk to, I bet a lot of people would say, I'd like to talk to Shawn Johnson.
We have that opportunity.
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning, Shawn. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
So nice to have you here. We're so proud of you. I'm sure you hear that all the time, but my goodness, the last time we talked to you, you know, you had finished up with the Olympics and done so well, and we didn't really anticipate this Dancing with the Stars thing, did you?
I don't think anybody did, but it was a pretty big shocker.
How did that happen? I mean, how did you find out they wanted you on the show?
They called. They just called and asked if I wanted to come to a show and watch, and I did, and I loved it. And about a few days later, they called and they're like, "Well, would you like to be on it?" And I was like, "Sure."
Wow.
So how is dancing different from gymnastics?
It's totally different. I mean, to me, it's like a totally different sport. But I mean, it was something that I did completely just for fun. I didn't have the pressure of, you know, the Olympics and representing your country and stuff like that.
So you think there was less pressure on Dancing with the Stars than the Olympics?
Of course. I mean, you're not representing the USA.
Yeah.
It's just something for fun and for yourself.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you did such a great job. I mean, you
Thank you.
surprised people. I don't know why they didn't believe in you right from the beginning, but I got the impression that you improved a lot through that too.
I did. I mean, I'd never danced before, so when I started, I wasn't good.
When they announced that you had won, you looked totally shocked.
I was. I mean, up until then, Gilles had been the clear out, you know, leader. Or, I mean, I guess you never know with votes, but he had been the clear leader with scores, and we thought he was the favorite.
With the judges. He had been
Yes,
the clear,
yes. And we didn't really know how we stood, but, I mean, we had accepted, you know, second is great, and, you know, we were so supportive of Gilles and everybody else, and so we didn't really expect, you know. And there's a bunch of, like, myths of, like, if you stand on the right side, then you win. If you stand on the left side, you don't.
Oh, you're kidding
You know,
me.
like that. So there's, like, all these superstitions, and we were on the wrong side. And so we're like, it's okay, it's okay. And they called out our name, and we're like, yay. So,
I bet you made a lot of new friends through that experience.
I did. We were like a big family, the whole set, the whole cast and stuff. And, well,
It didn't get real competitive?
not at all.
Really?
It never did.
Huh.
I mean, we all just had a good time, because we were all out of our element. We all kind of understood what people were going through, and we wanted the best for each other, and we would help each other go to each other's practices and kind of help out, and you know, just cheer each other on.
So what's next for Shawn Johnson?
I have no idea. I'm still working on that. Kind of taking it one day at a time. I mean, there's really no other way to do it. I'm the type of person that I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I think the right things will fall in place. But honestly, I just don't know right now.
Don't have any permanent plans for right now?
No permanent plans, not at all.
I noticed that you've been really enamored with what's going on here. You've been asking a lot of questions about...
I was training for it.
By the way, the
before
sound
dancing
system works
started.
very well here.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Is that our friend Kevin over there?
No, I was training for the triathlon before dancing started, and then as soon as dancing started, I kind of had to put the triathlon aside, but I'm an athlete. I mean, this kind of stuff just pulls me right in, and just to see, you know, how hard these people work for it, it's unbelievable.
So have you been a swimmer and a runner? I mean, what?
No,
So you just thought you'd try it?
I've just always, you know, been an athlete, so I've always wanted to try something, and it's definitely on my to-do list. I want to do a marathon, I want to do a triathlon.
I heard you might have been thinking about that before this Dancing with the Stars thing.
Yeah, I was actually signed up and training for it, but had to pull out. But I mean, there's always next year.
There you go.
Well, we're just real proud of you. It was funny because I know all across the country everything stopped when you were on Dancing with the Stars, but in Iowa, I mean, you had like a 99 share, I think.
Thank you. I don't know, just the support from everybody. I couldn't have done it without them. I mean, it was based on votes, so I wouldn't have even made it to week 2 if it wasn't for you guys.
Now, what about the dancing that you did? Did you have any input into what it was?
No, just because I'm not
They
a
just said,
dancer.
do this, huh?
Well, your partner is the one that choreographs everything and stuff, and we design our own costumes, we pick our own music and stuff, but at the beginning, I felt like I didn't have any room to talk just because I'm not a dancer, and he was the professional, but once it started getting towards the end, I had a little more input and stuff, and helped out just because I kind of knew what I was doing.
This is your hometown, West Des Moines.
Yep.
And you went to Valley High School?
Yep. Yes, sir.
So will you ever go back there? Is that over?
I enrolled through an online schooling system. I hate to say, but I gotten too far behind. I mean, I can't really attend public school and attend enough of it to stay caught up. And I still see my friends, and I still got asked to prom and stuff like that, but I can't attend regular day.
What about you're on a cereal box? What's that like going to the grocery store?
It's awesome. I mean, it's such an honor. I mean, everybody tries to get there. You know, when you go to the Olympics, you take cereal box. And, to just be on it is the best thing ever.
So do you get, I imagine you or your agent or whoever must get phone calls to be on different shows these days? Or
I don't really handle it. My agent does, so I don't really.
they just come to you, they probably separate the wheat from the chaff and come to you and ask if you'd like to do certain things?
Yeah.
How far ahead do you know your schedule, or do they just tell you a couple days ahead, hey, guess what, this is what you're doing?
Well, we kind of have like a rough schedule the next 2 months, but I mean, you keep adding things as it goes along, but the only thing that's kind of set in stone is the day you're, you know, awake, because you can always add stuff, so.
Are you able to go out to the mall or just go out and have fun without having people around you?
It's hard anymore. I mean, people, what I think is funny is because, like, I don't feel any different, but people act different, and I don't know, I'm a huge person of, come over, I'll talk to you, I'll be a friend, but no need to treat me differently.
Yeah, I've always been that way.
Yeah.
And we talked last time a little bit about your fellow students at school that have really followed you and supported you too.
Yeah, I still keep in touch with them. I've got my really close knit of friends that, you know, travel with me. Some of them actually went out to LA and watched the dancing, sat in the stands.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, I had them come out.
How many weeks did that go? You were
11 weeks on air, 5 weeks prior training, so almost 6 years.
Because a lot of that was live.
Yep, the whole thing was live.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
11 weeks straight was live.
Amazing.
But they let you train for 5 weeks ahead of time?
With your partner.
So with your partner,
It's
learning how to
monitored
dance
and it's filmed and stuff like that. But yep.
Well, that's pretty neat.
You've done all these things. Is there something that you'd really like to do that you haven't been able to do?
The Hy-Vee Triathlon. That's for
She's
sure.
going to do it.
We got her in
next
the
year.
right place
I'll
at
be
the
there
right
next year.
time.
I'll be there next
Really?
year.
That's great.
All
Very
right.
good.
That'll be exciting.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come here. And Bonnie and I just love to see things that you know, make Iowa look good. And you've made Iowa look about as good as anybody.
Oh, thank
So
you.
we're very grateful to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You
And
bet.
she'll be back on Sunday.
Yes,
She'll be,
she's going to be here Sunday morning.
And Saturday.
Yes.
Yep.
That's right. So
She's going to be busy out here.
you bet. So look for Shawn when you come out to the Hy-Vee Triathlon.
8:45 now at WHO.